All right, man, so I have been posting videos about some of my other cars, the Challenger, the Magnum, whatever else. And I keep getting these comments of people saying, hey man, where Iron Man at? Where Iron Man at? Where Iron Man at? There go Iron Man right there. All right, so today I got y'all an update. We're making a lot of progress on this 350. Actually, it's very close to getting ready to go back in the truck. But it's a few parts I'm waiting on. But we're gonna get ready to talk about that in just a second. God is everything. Without God, I'm nothing. All right, guys, so here is the 355 Iron Man. Yes, it is still out the door. Like I said, man, the point of this build was to show people that it is possible to build an engine outside. Yes, you have to deal with the elements. Yes, you know, of course you can put a tarp on it, but there's still moisture in the air. So sometimes, you know, you may still get a little rust on your block, which is what I had to deal with. So I just tried to keep oil on it, you know. But, all right, so here's the big reveal. All right, so here is Iron Man's motor, right? Let me give y'all a whole breakdown of everything that has been done to this engine. It is still 350 cubic inches. Didn't get stroked, didn't get bored. All I did was line hone it and literally just put it back together. All the pistons and the rods did go to the machine shop because I tried to take them off myself, and I ended up damaging my old 5.7 rods. So new rods, new pistons, new cam, Summit A802 cam. Supposed to be good up to like, I think like 6,500, which I doubt this motor will probably make power up to 6,500. I'm not sure, but we'll see. We did go with flat top pistons with valve reliefs in it this time. As y'all know before, pretty sure y'all can see, I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but I rotate the block over so y'all can see. This block wasn't a roller block, or it was a roller block, but Chevy didn't put a roller cam in it. It came with a flat tappet cam, and you did not have this tray or the hold downs. So I had to buy this tray, this these little, I don't know what they call, dog, most people call them dog bones, but they basically what hold the lifters down. And I had to buy a cam retainer plate. So I had to buy all of that. And yeah, let me see what else. I do have a new oil pan coming, because, and that's the only reason I would have been to sat this motor back in there, because I do have new motor mounts and all this and that in it. But I'm gonna give y'all a close-up on everything. I know y'all are kind of far back, but I'm just trying to catch y'all up to speed. Factory crank. The only thing that's new is the pistons and the rods. All new bearings, crank bearings, ARP main bolts, ARP. They came with the rods. ARP bolts on the rods. They came with them. ARP bolts on the cam, because I had to have new bolts, and it was just so cheap. So, you know. And I'm gonna have a new ARP crank bolt, because the crank bolt was wore out too. So, what else I got for y'all, man? This motor may see a little bit of nitrous. It may see 100 shot, something simple, nothing crazy. Simple little small shot of nitrous. Brand new Summit Racing harmonic balancer right here. Starting to get rust on it from the elements, but like I said, I'm gonna get y'all in here to see all of this. Brand new timing cover, brand new rear main seal, all of this stuff. Let me see what else. That's about it, man. That's about it. Let me see. I'm gonna go grab one of the heads and sit one. I'm gonna just grab one, sit it on the block, and we'll go over the head also. And we'll talk a little bit more about everything. I'm gonna give y'all all the close-ups, so give me a second. All right, guys, so before we get too far into this thing, man, let me show y'all the old motor mounts. As y'all can see, that ain't supposed to look like that. This is how both of them looked. Y'all see how the motor mount basically like settled. they were shot. Those motor mounts were shot, and both of them looked the exact same way. Pretty much they just slid down to the bottom of the motor altogether. So anyway, those are trash. We got some brand new ones in there. Hopefully y'all can see it. Let me brighten it up just a hair. Uh-oh, I darkened it. Hold on. As y'all can see, that one is a bit more centered. These are 2 brand new ones. But without further ado, let's get to the main objective right here. So as y'all can see, here it is. Aluminum head, aluminum eBay head. As y'all can see, I told y'all the crank is getting some rust on it from just sitting out here in the elements, but you know, it does have a tarp on it. But what else we got? Yeah, like I said, a new pan is coming because I got a high volume oil pump on it. So everybody been saying, hey, get a 7-quart pan and all this and that. So I was gonna still run this one, but I was afraid that, you know, as soon as I crank it up, you know, something, I don't know. I don't know, you know, I didn't care. If I felt like it would last a little while, I probably would have still did it. But, you know, I had guys say, you know, their engine went out the first day. So I don't know how true that is, but, you know, I didn't think it would go out that fast. But yeah, got a high volume pan coming, just a little cheap high volume pan. I got to put the flywheel back on, starter back on. What else? I don't know. I think that's about it for the motor for Iron Man, guys. Do got the head gasket, waiting on head bolts. Still got to get studs, rocker studs, guide plates, and rocker arms, and push rod. I got to get the push, you know, the push rods for the head. But these are all comp stuff, except for the valves. The valves are, I think you pronounce it Iski Racing. I don't know, but they're titanium, or not titanium. What's their titanium? They're aluminum valves, and all this stuff is comp stuff. Comp springs, comp valve seals, comp bottom retainer, top retainer, comp the holders. Everything is comp except for the valves. I mean, except for the valves. Everything else is comp. Figured that'll give this motor the best opportunity to try to make it. So anyway, I think that's about all I got for y'all for the update on Iron Man. So we should be going back in really soon when I get the head bolts. And yeah, so once I throw the head bolts on, I'm gonna just throw the old intake and carburetor back on it for now. This old Edelbrock carburetor and this Edelbrock intake and Holly carburetor. I'm gonna just throw that back on it for now. And yeah, we will upgrade later. I just need to get this thing running. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in to another, man. I know Iron Man is a channel favorite. And yeah, we're gonna be getting this thing back together real soon. So y'all just hanging out with me, man. I'm trying my best to get this stuff together, trying to get this motor back together. But we're gonna do a video on what it cost me to rebuild this engine. And when I tell y'all that, everybody gonna be like, man, you should have did an LS, man. You stupid. You should have did an LS. When I did the math on it, I said the same thing. I said, man, I should have just built the dang LS, man, because it's crazy. This is crazy. Straight crazy right here, man. I just can't leave stuff alone, though. So anyway, man, like I said, appreciate y'all for tuning in for another one. The next video y'all gonna get is gonna be the price on, you know, not the heads, but just what it cost me to rebuild the bottom end. And then I had to do the calculations on the head, and then we'll get that situated. PullsTv, gone.